This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It's a 2000 F250 crew cab Lariat. It's a four-wheel drive with a 7.3 liter turbo diesel. It's got 179,000 miles. It was a theft recovery we purchased directly from the insurance company in San Diego. When it got here, it was a real hard starter. We sent it to our shop, Goldie's Diesel Shop here in town, which does all of our diesel trucks. They're unbelievable diesel guys. They came up with the conclusion that it was starting hard because someone had run biodiesel through it, which kind of makes sense being California. And they recommended that we replace all the injectors, which was painful. They're really expensive. But we did. We replaced all the injectors. We also had a leaky oil cooler pump. So we put a new seal on that. Cranking it so many times also hurt the starter, so we put a new starter on it. And it has two new batteries. So we have new batteries, oil pump seal, and 8 new injectors and batteries, if I didn't say that already. The tires on this thing are terrible. It needs tires. LT 275 16s is what it's taking. Truck has lacquer check paint on the hood, as you can see. It's got a few dings and scratches here and there, but really it's very, very, very straight, considering a 12-year-old Super Duty. I don't really need to show you the tires. I can tell you right now they are not good, and you can't drive anywhere with these safely, so you're going to have to get new tires. Little rock chips here and there. See a little bit of lacquer checking on the top of this door. Lacquer checking usually happens on really dark cars that are in sunny climates. It's great, and you know that you're not going to have any rust, but then you also get that when they're not housed inside. There's a scratch. Bunch of little nicks and scratches. This is kind of what it looks like all around the truck. That's your racing slick. I'm supposed to drive this a couple miles to get to take all the pictures, the HD pictures we take, and I'm not looking forward to that tire. I'm wondering if I should be doing that in the first place. Anyhow, if you need tires, if you want to buy tires here, and in order to drive it home or just to have them on when it gets home, we have a tire guy here in Tucson that gives us somewhere around a 5 or 10% discount, and you use our tax number, which gets you free, tax-free. If you go to discounttires.com, his name is Thomas, and he's on the 8000 East Broadway site. If you call him, you can arrange for tires for this truck, and he'll give you a great price. We'll have them on before it ships or before you come to drive it home. Thing here. Nicks. It's just kind of ticky-tack stuff here and there, but we like to show you everything so that you know exactly what you're buying. We're the opposite of everyone else who, tells you how great everything is and leaves out how bad everything is. We do the opposite. We go for the bad first. That way the good, you're always surprised in a good way when you get your vehicle. Anyway, there's your Ford stamp for the passenger fender. You see these stamps, you know that these parts haven't been replaced. There's a new battery on the passenger side. There's your Ford stamp right in front of my finger there for the core support. There's all your stickers on the core support. You need to see that stuff. It's just more validation that it was never wrecked and put back together. All these parts would be replaced and these stamps wouldn't be there. There's the Ford on the driver's side. There's your Ford stamp on the driver fender. I do notice right here on this thing, it's supposed to be a thing that says 7.3 liter. It's a little plastic thing called a plenum. It's just a plastic piece that covers that stuff up. It's decorative. Anyway, you can probably buy one for $10 or $15 if you cared. wind is crazy. This is a really nice truck. I like this truck. Plus it's a 7.3. Who doesn't want one of those? I mean, the back seat looks great. Center console. Nothing really to look at there. They stole the lens cover and the light bulbs from this rear light, which is, they like to be in the dark when they steal these things. My guys did find a cover for the middle light. So, you know, if you care enough to find a cover for that rear light, it's probably $10 or $15 on eBay. Carpet looks great. Let's take a quick look at the roof real quick. That would be your roof. Nothing to report there. It's like a little bit of peeling there. Light switches there. Let's see. Here's your sticker. The tire size, the exact tire size is LT 265 75R 16E. They'll know that at Discount Tires. You can just plug it in into their computer deal and get the tire and stuff you want before you call Thomas, and then he can give you the updated price with our discount and tax-free and the whole bit. You just give him a credit card number, and he'll arrange for them to be brought to the location close to our yard, and we'll have them on. Very simple. There's the radio. Obviously, they stole the radio. Alright. Seatbelt. Alright, let's try the air. The air works really well. It's already blowing cold. It's a kind of a warm day, even though it's windy. It's probably 80. Let's turn that off so we can hear. I see a little bit of a seat repair right here that we did, and another one right there. There's probably a little hole in the seat, and our guy who comes by and does hole repairs did that. Carpet looks in great shape. Cup holder. Alright, let's see. There's your dash. Cluster, I mean. 179,685 miles. And you just heard it start for the first time in 3 days. And as you know, we'll probably get down to like 30 degrees at night. So it's still cool enough to cause problems if there's going to be a starting problem. This is the first time it's been started since Friday. It's Monday at noon here in Tucson, so it's been almost, what, 2.5, almost 3 days since it started last, and you were here for the first start, cold. Alright, let's see, we got the overdrive off and on, and you have cruise control, and you have tilt, which works. Just did it. Let's put it into neutral. Let's put it into 4 low. There's your 4-wheel drive. Let's put it into drive. That's 4 low. Yes, it is. That's a lot of torque right there. Let me put it into reverse. Yes, we definitely have 4-wheel low. Put it into 4-wheel high. Alright. Now I'm into drive. Yes, and we could definitely drive at speed in that. That's perfect. Alright, let me put it back into 2-wheel drive. Now we're in 2-wheel drive. Let's go on a little drive down the street. Obviously, to drive this car safely, it's got to have tires. So, If you're going to fly here and drive home, things you need to know are that in order to get a temporary plate to drive home with, you're going to need to have us restore the title. That's $200 for us to do that. We take it to motor vehicle. The cops inspect it, real cops with guns and badges, inspect the vehicle, make sure there's no theft history on it still, which there isn't ever, but they do that anyway. They just verify it. And they make sure that the airbags are there and there's no safety issues. Because we do so many of them, we are the only dealer in Arizona allowed to just show up. As long as we're there by 6:30 in the morning, they let us in and do it that morning for us. So we just have to sit there with it for 3 or 4 hours. And that's why we charge $200 to do that. Or you could do it yourself, but if you do that, then you've got to ship because you can't get a plate to drive home with without it. So if you come here and you drive it home, you're going to pay a $250 dock fee, which we charge for doing all the paperwork and all that stuff. And then you're also going to pay $200 to restore the title, and then you're going to pay tax because you're showing up in person to buy it. You got to pay our 2.1% sales tax plus your state tax. If your state tax is 3%, ours is 2.1. It's 5.1% tax. Let me start from the standstill here. Nice truck. It runs great. Runs great. Aside from needing tires, it needs nothing else. Anyway, so that's the deal. If you come here and drive it, that's what's going to need to happen. If you want to ship it, all you'll have to really pay is the agreed upon price. And if you want us to restore the title to restored salvage title before it leaves, add $200. If not, make sure that you can get it done in your state. So that there's no issues. All right? Thank you.